What is up, gamers? My name is Plays, and today, yes, I'm back with another video. Very all of a sudden. Also, yeah, haircut, flat hair now, and gloves. Gloves are apparently in addition to these videos now. So all of these people in the Smash community that probably don't watch my videos because they're not about Smash. If you have been following Nintendo in any way recently, they've been making quite a few mistakes, to be honest. So I'm just gonna. I saw this video last night from a channel called Aaron Nitmar, which some of you guys may or may not know, saying nobody is safe from Nintendo or something. And he kind of addressed his thoughts on the recent things that are going on with Melee and Splatoon and all this kind of thing. So, okay. He spoke about two things in that video, one of which I'm ashamed to be a part of the community for, and the other I'm ashamed to be a Nintendo fan for. So let's just move on to let's just go to the Smash Bros. One, shall we? Because Jesus Christ, Melee, what are you doing, guys? Come on. So recently Nintendo hit Big House, which is a company, or I guess a group of people that set up Melee tournaments around the world. They recently got hit with a cease and desist from Nintendo, citing piracy of Super Smash Bros. Melee, which Nintendo has no claim to do because they were actually using a modded emulation of Smash Bros. Melee called Slippy. If you don't know what Slippy is, go have a look, Google, it's out there. So, I hit this button. Sorry. Nintendo hit these guys up with a cease and desist, and the tournament can no longer happen. So, and it just so happened that Nintendo was holding a Splatoon tournament, a North American Splatoon tournament to be exact, and most of the people from the Smash community decided to ask the Splatoon players if they wouldn't mind having free Melee or save Smash or vice versa in their team names, so that Nintendo could see that the Smash community wasn't happy with what they'd done. Now, thanks to that, the tournament that was supposed to be taking place, the finals that I believe were supposed to be taking place today, were cancelled, so they couldn't live stream it. But the thing is, some of the bigger Splatoon players have decided to make their own tournament separate from Nintendo, which Nintendo cannot take down. Now, the reason that Nintendo took this down, took the ability to live stream the finals away from the Splatoon community, is because of the Smash Bros. Community, okay? Now, Smash fans, I get it. Nintendo shouldn't have hit up a Melee tournament with a cease and desist for piracy. That's completely ridiculous. Emulation is something completely different entirely, plus the fact they were using modded copies of the game anyway, so that they could play online and fulfill, their tournament as they wished. But the thing that gets me is the Smash community is now saying that Nintendo hates them, right? Specifically the Melee community, which doesn't really make sense considering the game's been out for 19 years at this point, and this is the first time that this has happened. And if you look back to if you look back to Evo last year, right? The Melee community got all up in arms because Ultimate was at Evo last year instead of Melee. Even though at that point Melee was an 18-year-old game and Smash Bros. Ultimate was about 2 months old. I mean, Nintendo explained themselves for that one. That was a business practice, which makes perfect sense in my mind. Why would you promote an 18-year-old game when you have a new game that is only 2 months old at this point? Well, 2 years at this point of making this video, but about 2 years old. But at that time, it was 2 months, and there was new content being released still and all that sort of stuff. So, and the game was still receiving balance patches, whereas Melee, they can't go back to the GameCube era and sort out a few things that the community had complaints with. But if you go on to the Evo, if you go on to a link, the top link I'm going to have in the description, you will see that the Smash community basically treated this as the death of Melee. Like, guys, people have been putting in 18 years of effort for tournaments, right? They've been bringing their own CRTs, they're bringing their own GameCubes, they've been bringing their own controllers, their own copies of the bloody game, right? For 18 years. They've been practicing the tech for 18 years. They're going to practice movements for 19 years. They've learnt frame data for 19 years. And you're seriously going to think the whole community is going to die because Melee wasn't at Evo once? Bear in mind, because Evo doesn't even exist. Evo didn't even exist this year, as far as I can remember. But that is just ridiculous. Like, the first time it happened, it was a business practice, and I can understand that the fans weren't happy with a business practice, even though it makes perfect logical sense if you look at it from the company's perspective, who has to pay Evo, right? They have to pay for the privilege of being there. Who the fuck was going to pay for an 18-year-old game? Come on. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say on that one, otherwise I'm going to be here all day. But the second thing that has been covered quite a bit recently is Nintendo put in a cease and desist on a seller that I can't remember the name of. It'll be a video to a link to a video covering the situation in full will be in the second row of the description. But basically, Nintendo hit this guy up with a cease and desist because he was making Etika inspired Joycons. Now, if you don't know who Etika is, Etika was a big part of the Smash Bros community when he was alive. Unfortunately, he did take his own life not too long ago. And this man who has been modifying Joy-Cons to basically pay tribute to him has been hit up with a cease and desist because he's using the Joy-Con name and the logos, which Nintendo is in their full right to do. But the thing is, the proceeds he was making were going to charity. A charity which deals with mental health issues in young people. So, basically, Nintendo are taking money away from charities that save people's lives, like Etika, who very tragically took his own life, and after making several amazing reaction videos to Smash Bros DLC. In fact, Etika was the reason that Mewtwo in Smash 4 and all the DLC for Smash 4 sold as well as it did, because everybody was waiting for his reactions. And if you go and look up some Etika reactions, they are incredible, and the man is sorely missed. So Nintendo is being really fucking weird right now, and I'm ashamed to be a part of any of it, to be honest. I wasn't even considering making this video because I don't usually hop on trends like this, but you know, it's things that are happening, and it's my company, even though I'm repping the Microsoft merch again. But yeah, Nintendo, you need to sort your shit out, guys, because piracy, man. Piracy law is a serious crime in this country. And you're giving them a cease and desist and putting it under piracy because they're emulating your game from 18 years ago. I mean, come on. And then, so this guy was selling Etika-inspired Joycons for about $65, and guess how much of that went to charity? It's $42.25 of that $65 went to charity, because about $6 went to Indiegogo and fundraiser fees, and then about 10 of that, about 10-15 of that went to production fees, because he would actually buy a set of Joy-Con officially and then put the shells on and then sell them on. But yeah, this guy is not allowed to sell the Etika Joy-Cons anymore, and if he does continue to, Nintendo, by legal ruling, can actually take all the money that he's made from these Joy-Cons, from selling these Joy-Cons, which people have been doing since the Switch released, by the way, and have it for themselves, which is a bit ridiculous, because you're taking that money away from charities. But not only are you taking it away from charity, you're taking it away from a charity that could have helped a man like Etika in that scenario and prevent them from taking their own lives and lead them down a better path. So, Nintendo, whatever the fuck you're doing, guys, please just sort yourselves out. Because at this point, I'm ashamed to be a Nintendo fan. I'm sure most other people are. And it's just disgusting. Like, come on. But also, Smash community, I'm not exactly proud of you guys either, because if you hadn't have gone to the Splatoon community and tried and told them, hey, our game's been hit with a cease and desist, do you mind putting these in your team names? Then you would have had the Splatoon. They would have had the Splatoon tournament, and Nintendo, and they wouldn't have missed out. You've made another community. The Smash community made another community miss out on something that's really big for them, because the Melee community couldn't have one tournament, just one. How many tournaments do you guys have a year? You have like 3 or 4, and yet this one, and suddenly Nintendo can't stand you guys. Come on. Just everybody, come on, sort yourselves out. Nintendo, stop using your copyrights for some fucking, just a bit more cash when you're feeling tight. And the Smash community, don't be such a puff. You should have taken the cease and desist on. You should have taken the cease and desist on the chin, and just gone, fine. We can't have a tournament. That's fine. We can continue to practice, and then eventually next year we'll have another tournament, and then everybody will haul ass, and it'd be great. And I get it. The Splatoon tournament that did end up happening had $25,000 for the prize pool, and then any donations that went above that went straight to charity, and that's great. Like, genuinely, that is really great. That at least some good came out of this, and the charities got some money, which is good. But yeah, I can't. Anyway, guys, I just had to get that out there. I'm pretty sure people are already doing their pieces on the Etika situation and all that sort of stuff. So there we go. That's my 2 cents on it, if you gave a fuck in the first place. But yeah, guys, go and show the Etika Joy-Cons thing some protest or something. Just something to make sure that man can continue to sell those Joy-Cons and keep raising money for mental health charities and all that sort of thing. So, I don't know. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, I don't know how you would, because it was just me ranting for 15 minutes. But hey, it's please leave a like and comment if you want to. Subscribe to this channel for more content, and actually hit the bell if you really want to be notified about my stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.